I'm Levi Romero, Associate Professor in the Chicana and Chicano Studies Department at the University of New Mexico. My work in CCS primarily focuses on New Mexico cultural landscape studies.
Levi grew up in the Embudo Valley, a place rich with traditions and deep community bonds. To him, community engagement isn't just a concept. It's a lifelong commitment to giving others a voice and honoring shared experiences. Let's hear Levi's thoughts on what community engagement means to him personally.
A lot of the work that I also do is community engaged scholarship. Community engagement means being able to provide opportunities for people in communities to have a voice. It means creating diverse methods by which people can express themselves and share their own experiences and perspectives through safe space environments and mediums. As a university instructor and research scholar, it means to be connected to communities outside of the university environment. It also means to be able to cultivate and nurture a cross-pollination between traditional knowledge and the humanities and sciences.
Through his documentary work and research, Levi preserves northern New Mexico's unique heritage, focusing on sustainable practices like the acequia systems and agrarian traditions. He's dedicated to ensuring that future generations can understand and carry forward these traditions. Levi takes us deeper into how his culture and ecological studies contribute to preserving this heritage.
The cultural and ecological studies that I do through the classes I teach and the research and oral history projects I conduct create a knowledge base that has been traditionally overlooked at all levels of education. Through this work, the preservation and understanding of the region's heritage can access subjugated knowledge and serve as an informant about traditional methods of sustainability. This type of work gives us an in-depth look at the past with an eye towards the future.
As a faculty member in the Chicana and Chicano Studies Department, Levi fosters a space for students, faculty, and community members to connect, learn, and feel at home. The department is a bridge between the institution and the community. Here's Levi sharing his perspective on the department's role in shaping both the university and the wider community.
The Chicana and Chicano Studies Department is a great example of how a university program can forge a symbiotic relationship between the university and the wider community. Faculty, students, and staff in CCS are all engaged in the various programming of events, pláticas, literary presentations, and artistic exhibitions and performances. The Interdisciplinary and Documentary Studies Initiative in CCS addresses contemporary issues and concerns of preservation and sustainability through the physical and cultural mapping of the human terrain. I call the Chicana and Chicano Studies Department our academic querencia, where one feels at home, where one feels safe, where one feels nurtured, where one feels that they belong.
One of Levi's major projects, following the Manito Trail, documents the migration of Hispanic New Mexicans across the United States. By chronicling the journeys of the Nuevo Mexicanos, he captures stories of identity, resilience, and connection. Levi reflects on the importance of this project and what it means for the community.
Following the Manito Trail is an interdisciplinary ethnographic project that documents Hispanic New Mexican or Manito migration from New Mexico to different parts of the United States. The Spanish words manito and manita come from the words hermanito and hermanita, which mean little brother and little sister. They are terms of endearment often used among Spanish-speaking communities in New Mexico.
Through projects like La Sala Filantrópica, Levi involves his students in documenting oral histories, helping them capture the cultural wisdom of elders and other community members. This work preserves stories that define New Mexican identity, from family traditions to spiritual beliefs. Levi explains further about how this project preserves and celebrates these cultural narratives.
My classes all have components of oral history documentation in which students conduct interviews, pláticas, preferably with an elderly person or someone who can provide insights, knowledge, history, and stories on New Mexican cultural traditions. The interviews are conducted through informal dialogue, as in the Oro del Barrio and Resolana process. There are instances where students are not from New Mexico, but through the assignment are given the opportunity to document cultural traditions from their own families and communities. The students' work culminates in a final compilation of audiovisual narratives called digital cuentos.
Supporting younger faculty and community engagement scholarship is something Levi feels strongly about. He believes that their work in areas like cultural studies and oral history deserves recognition and support through their careers. Here's Levi's view on how the Office of Community Engagement can foster this important work.
The university, through the guidance and direction of the Office of Community Engagement, should acknowledge and promote support for junior faculty in areas that contribute to their tenure process and research, teaching, and community service. This support and acknowledgement should not only occur at the early stages of a teaching career, but also throughout one's academic career. External and internal reviewers should be made aware that community engagement is part of a program's mission statement and that its faculty are expected to foster community-engaged scholarship.
Levi's work spans multiple forms of media, from poetry to documentary filmmaking, each medium capturing a unique facet of New Mexican life. For Levi, storytelling is a thread that unites his work, enriching our understanding of the landscapes and communities he calls home. Let's hear Levi's thoughts on how he weaves these mediums together.
People's stories are the common and binding element that integrate poetry, documentary filmmaking, and cultural studies in a process whose outcome contributes to a greater understanding of New Mexican communities and Nuevo Mexicano cultural landscapes. I'm Levi Romero, Associate Professor in the Chicana and Chicano Studies Department at the University of New Mexico.